Hi there, this is John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program. This is the show where I like to share tips, tools and ideas in commercial real estate brokerage around the world. You've come to the right place. The audience is large and I like to talk about sales, leasing and property management across office, industrial and retail property. The website to contact us is commercial-realestate-training.com. When you visit the website, make sure you join our community online so that we can send you all of the resources, PDF reports, checklists, charts, templates, all to do with commercial real estate that you can use in your location. So let's get on with the program. Of course, grab a coffee, grab your notebook and listen to the ideas that I share with you today to help you grow and thrive as a broker, an agent in your location. Catch you soon at the end of the program. Avoid starting high when it comes to the marketing and the listing of your listings today. When it comes to marketing and selling commercial real estate, you will come across many property owners that want to ask the high price for their property and then reduce the property when they know what the market wants or when an offer comes in. The problem is so common, and you should deal with it immediately it arises. Do not waste time with overpriced listings. I would even suggest that you should walk away from overpriced listings or clients that are unrealistic. Condition the client from the very beginning correctly to the market from the very start of the campaign, your engagement with them. Some property owners believe that they can always start high on price and come down to a lower figure when they have to. The reality of the situation is that an overpriced property will create little inquiry. It will kill the property inquiry before any occurs, and that's a frustrating thing. Whilst there may be some property buyers out there with a bucket load of money, they do not normally have a bucket load of stupidity to go with it. An offer will only be made when the buyer can see a realistic price, the terms and conditions matching the condition of the property in the current property market. The facts are these. Property buyers know what the market is like, and they will only pay the price that is reflected in the current market conditions. That's it. You could say that sellers can be rather stupid when it comes to thinking how they can sell their property, given that they may only sell one or two properties in their lifetime. The buyers are wise, the buyers understand what's going on out there, and you have to condition the seller to understand the buyers. Now, there are fewer buyers around currently for available and greater numbers of properties for sale. That's market conditions. This means that you, as the real estate agent, will have to do more with less. Every inquiry you get should be optimised and not rejected by the vendor outright because of a highly priced listing. I go back to the point. Vendors have to be conditioned. How does that occur? With supporting evidence, graphs, statistics, photographs, comparables, all of that. The market determines the property price and not the vendor. There are plenty of vendors that do not sell their property because of their failure to align their mindset, their property price, their property marketing campaign to the true market conditions. Today, many property buyers take longer to make a decision on purchasing a property. That is because they want to check their ideas, check what's around, understand the comparables, look at what they can afford, also what the availability of money may be. If you lose the buyer's interest in the property, you may lose the only offer that could come your way. There may only ever be one buyer. So I call this property owner who has set the high price naive and a waste of time to themselves and to the agents that may choose to list the property. I go back to my comment earlier. Would you be prepared to walk away from a highly priced property or an unrealistic client? I hope so, because you have to. There is no point in wasting your time on a client that's way off the mark when it comes to market conditions. So look at it this way. After, say, 6 months of exclusivity, the exclusively listing of their property with one agent at a higher price, the property owner who hasn't sold usually steps out of the listing appointment with no sale and will then be quite unhappy and disillusioned with the momentum. They don't blame themselves for the marketing campaign or the high price. No, they won't do that. They'll blame the agent. And then, of course, along will come another agent that will take on the listing at a lower price. It's that simple. So frustrating, but so common. I note that some agents will and may still take on the listing today thinking that they can condition the client to the correct market conditions. Well, that is always your choice. If you are going to do that, then use the auction method or a timed method of sale, perhaps a tender or expressions of interest, because it will allow the market to condition the client to a close-off date. They are then more likely to believe the market than believe you as the agent. Conditioning is always a problem in commercial real estate. It's dumb, isn't it? However, it is a fact. If the client is so convinced that their price is valid and correct for the property as it is today, then they should be comfortable in taking their property to the market by auction, expressions of interest or tender, whatever you can do to a timed method of sale in your location. Control the listing marketing campaign, control the method of sale, and make sure you control the inquiries through realistic marketing and pricing structures. The only time the property owner can play this silly price game is when the market is rising strongly and when available stock is low. Now that only happens once every 5 to 7 years. Make no mistake here. That is not the current market conditions in most locations today around the world. The market is simply ordinary, which means it takes time and effort to get a result. So what would you do about these time-wasting property owners? Here are my thoughts. Number 1, tell them the way the market is currently as to supply and demand. Give them evidence. That is, graphs, comparables, trends, results, photographs, all of that. Number 2, give them a summation of price trends over the last 5 years and tell them about property inquiry and time on market today. Show them the graphs. Number 3, show them the competing properties that remain unsold on the market at the moment. Show them the pictures and drive them to the locations. Get them involved in what's going on in the market to take them away from what they're seeing and thinking about their property. Unrealistic clients are a waste of time. There you go, I've said it again. Number 4, give the client a precise summation of market inquiry today based on the target market. Be very clear about the target market for that property. Set the target market, then set your price recommendations around that. Tell the client what you have in your database regards the targeted potential buyers. Perhaps even tell them about a short list of buyers that you have that you can talk to about the property right now. Number 5, recommend the right price based on current market conditions and the type of property. The type of property will be specific to the target audience, the location, the property design, the layout. It could be a medical property, which means the best price will be through some method of comparables to the medical community. Number 6, recommend the right method of sale based on the property type and the location. There are different methods of sale that you can use. I have said that the timed method of sale is very good, and indeed it is. So choose the method of sale that's legally possible, sensible, and used in your location for the property type. So top agents do not usually take on time-wasting clients and listings. You have a choice here to make the right choice, so make it. Be known as the agent that does all the deals locally and not the agent that lists and gets little result. Focus on the end result. focus on the campaign, focus on conditioning the client, and even walking away from the client if you need to. That's it. That's the recommendation. That's how you deal with overpriced properties. And so that was the program for you today. Some ideas there that you can use in commercial real estate. Of course, visit our website frequently because we're always sharing ideas there as well about commercial, industrial and retail property, sales, leasing or property management. The website to contact us is commercial-real-estate-training.com. And whilst you're there, sign up with our community online so that we can send you more details, templates, tips, checklists, all of those things, plus more, to help you thrive and grow as a real estate agent in your location. So today's program, you will have had some ideas there that you can implement in your location. Remember that commercial real estate is all about people, conversations and connections. Enjoy the momentum and I'll catch you in the next program.